What's up, everybody? I'm Clayton. Welcome back to Ages of Fear live stream Sunday. We got another horror bracket for you freaks. We're going to be doing some slasher movies today. As you can see, once again, I got Michael from Movies and Beyond in the studio with me today. Michael, how's it going, buddy?
What's up, man? Happy Sunday, bro. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's good to be kicking it with you again. And guys, if you haven't already checked out Movies and Beyond, go do so. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You can now also be a member of Movies and Beyond. So go help Michael out and become a member and subscribe to his awesome channel. And I'm going to be over there later this evening when he starts streaming. Going to be kicking it with him over there. Looking forward to what he's got streaming. Michael, you ready to talk about some slasher movies today, man?
Dude, I'm going to be talking about slashers a lot today because we are covering slashers tonight on Movies and Beyond. So, hell yeah, man. Let's do this, dude. It's my favorite genre of horror.
Awesome.
It's probably not the best genre of horror, but it is my favorite, dude. And I'm always ready to talk about slashers.
Yeah. No, same way. It's my favorite subgenre of horror. I like other stuff too, but man, I'm always coming back to those slashers. There's just something about them that just tracks people in, lures us in. But yeah, I'm excited for this one, man. I see we got some few people in the chat already. It looks like Melissa is in the chat. What's up, Melissa? Thanks for being here. Jerry is in the chat. Jerry, what's up, man? Glad for you to join us. We are going to be taking nominations for horror films, but just a couple ground rules before we get into this. We're going to keep it to 2 movies per franchise. So 2 movies per horror franchise. So if you want like Halloween, we're going to take 2 Halloween movies for that franchise, 2 Friday movies, so on, so on. So just make sure that if it's a movie in a certain franchise, that make sure that it's a movie that you really want to be on the bracket, because we're only taking 2 per horror franchise. So I already see Jerry asking for 2 wrong turns in the chat.
That's what I'm laughing at too.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. All right, we will get started. Let me go ahead and pull up the bracket for us here.
Jerry's automatically like, I would like wrong turn 1 and 2, please.
Yeah. He's already on it. He is already there. All right. Michael, you are my special guest again today. Let me just go ahead and get this bracket set up here real quick. Michael, do you want to tell people what you're going to be doing tonight on your channel?
Sure, man. We're basically going to just dive into the slasher franchise as far as what movies made us, not only what movies made us fans, but our favorites. Include the chat a lot, talk a little bit about what are our favorites, why they are our favorites, some of the ones that maybe aren't as popular, but that, we really love, almost like kind of like a guilty pleasure, things like that. And I actually am very excited about this. And, we can go as deep as everybody wants to go with these movies. You know, everybody knows I'm a huge Friday the 13th fan. Everybody knows I'm a huge Halloween fan. But there are other horror slasher movies that I really dig that don't get the screen time that Halloween and Friday do. So I'm anxious to get into that stuff, man, and talk about that stuff and really hang out with everybody, man. And I think it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, awesome. I'm looking forward to, man. Michael's always doing awesome stuff over Movies and Beyond. So yeah, y'all should definitely go check that out. Michael, I assume if I know you, I think I know where you're going, but you are my guest, so I will let you have first pick. Is there a certain slasher movie, sir, that you would like for us to put on this slasher bracket?
Yeah, let's go with the movie Psycho. Uh,
Psycho.
let's
Good
put
call,
up
man.
there.
Good call on Psycho.
And
The what? One of the
let's
OGs, man.
oh yeah, definitely. And let's go. Let me give you two. I
Okay.
give you Psycho, and I will give you Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp. Okay. Okay. Going camping a little bit. I like it.
Going camping.
Going camping with the did they give her they gave her and I'm not going to say anything for people that haven't seen it. I don't want to say anything
Look,
uh
man, this
spoilers or
movie's
anything.
like 40 years old. If you
It's
haven't
true.
seen Sleepaway Camp at this point and you're
It's
going to get
true.
mad about spoilers, this is your fault. Make sure you
That's on
rewind
you.
this part when you tell somebody that we spoiled a 40-year-old movie for you. This
Yeah.
this is your fault.
Yeah, that's on you. I mean, if you haven't checked out some of these, we can't go into it and be like, oh, spoiler alert, like like we're dealing with slasher movies. I'm just gonna assume that
Spoiler alert, Pamela was the killer in Friday 1.
no,
Spoiler alert.
really.
That was 44 years ago. You know what I mean? 44. That's where we're at.
Here I was gonna watch Friday for the first time tonight, and Michael, you just ruined it for
You
me,
mean
man.
it's a who
Thanks.
done it? Yes, it's a who done it. And guess what? Once you know who did it, it kind of
Oh
takes
man.
away from the movie the second time you watch it.
You mean it's a woman that kills and not I thought it was that hockey mask guy, not a woman.
I thought it was that Michael Myers that wears that hockey
Yeah.
mask.
The guy with the claws and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Oh
got the
man.
claws on one hand. He wears the hockey
D-
mask with the fedora.
Dude, that'd be
That Michael
a
Myers.
sick look. What if they had a character with the Freddy claw, a Jason mask, and the Michael like the technician attire.
Carrying a
Just
chainsaw. Yeah.
carrying a chainsaw. Just combine all of them
Yeah.
with like pins in his face and his
Hell yeah,
mask and
dude.
everything.
Hell yeah.
That'd be sick, dude. All right, so I know Jerry's probably gonna be thinking, well, is Wrong Turns not really a slasher though?
It's debatable. I mean, let's
Debatable.
before we get into this, let's look at Wrong
Yeah,
Turn.
we should lay some ground rules here.
Let's look at that one.
Yeah. Wrong Turns, and we need to look at Texas Chainsaw Massacre and see if we want to include that one too, because some people don't consider TCM true slasher. I do, so I'm gonna say it's fair game, but some people don't. So
I
yeah.
honestly feel like they're both slashers. If you want to talk about like slasher formula, granted, the only thing that Wrong Turn has is it's a family as opposed to one guy. But then again, you can look at Texas that way too.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, the formula is there. You have a bunch of people, then there's less and less until there's X amount left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they either get away or die. Like that's kind of like the formula of a slasher if you really break it down. But I mean, that's why you could say things like Alien. You know what I mean? Because it has the same formula. It's just you've replaced the slasher with a xenomorph.
Right.
You've got the whole crew. Then they become less and less until there's one person fighting the xenomorph, aka Ripley and the xenomorph, Michael and Laurie. You see the parallels with that.
Right.
So I mean, I'm down to include it. Ultimately, up to you, my friend. But
you persuaded me. So I will throw on Wrong Turn, and of course Clayton can't spell. Why would we think he could? Wrong Turn. I'm definitely gonna, bro. You know where I'm going. I gotta do it. I gotta throw on the OG Halloween. Actually, I don't know.
It does have to be up there. I mean, if you're not gonna throw it up, either I'll throw it up, or Melissa will throw it up, or Jerry will. Somebody's gonna throw it up there. So you might as well.
I'll throw it up. Yeah. I didn't want it to be like, oh, Clayton's just gonna pick all his favorites, but I'm like, I feel like someone was gonna pick it at some point.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm picking favorites of mine. You know what I mean? I got saving Friday for a little later. We all knew Michael was gonna come out with Friday, so it's
right.
Let me
Halloween. Yeah. See, Melissa already threw it out too. Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put in the OG Nightmare too,
Hell yeah.
so we can have Freddy represent
Hells yeah.
Nightmare
So not the
84.
remake. You're talking about the original. Like
Funny. No, the original, sir. Wes Craven.
Gotcha.
I don't think Eric is in the chat yet, but I know if he were here, he would probably want Scream on there. So
it belongs there.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw Scream on. All right. Was there a certain Friday movie that you were thinking that you're like, that one better be on there?
Yeah, I pretty much got two that I'm just like, yeah, they should probably both be on there. Like,
Which ones you thinking?
Part 4 for me, and definitely the remake.
Okay. Part 4.
I feel like that kind of hits, both Friday fan bases, like
right.
exactly where, for the
I like
most
it.
part. Yeah.
I like it. All right, so we got 2 Fridays on there. We could throw on. Jerry saying Saw, original Saw. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Good call on that one.
Let me tell you something really cool, dude.
Yeah.
Next, in like 2 weeks, about an hour and a half from my house, Corey Feldman's gonna be there.
Really?
Convention. And so is freaking Anakin Skywalker, bro. Like,
dude, shut up.
In Rosario Dawson. Like, I am just I can't go, but I want to go. But can you imagine Anakin's line, bro? Like, dude. I was telling Eric the other day, it's like there's a Robert Englund line.
Yeah.
But there's an Anakin Skywalker line.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, that
there's no way.
Darth Vader himself. I mean, that line is gonna be.
I love horror. Don't get me wrong, but bro,
when it comes to Star Wars, man, that's a whole different fan base, man. That fan base is wild. Speaking of Eric is in the chat. What's up, Eric? No worries, brother. I totally get it. We're glad that you're able to just be in the chat, man.
What's up, sir?
Melissa threw out Thanksgiving. Interesting call. All right. I did throw it on there. I'm gonna throw out the original Child's Play 2. I do think that one is very good.
Okay.
Child's Play. Let's see what else we're showing up.
What's the other Child's Play? Actually, I think it's a Chucky. One of the later ones that everybody loves so much. Like, I'm not a huge fan. Yeah, Curse. Like, I know that's a huge, like.
That one is good. That one, I did like that one. I'll throw Curse on there. Do we want to throw on like I've only seen the original Hellraiser, but I don't know if we're doing a Hellraiser or not.
We'll leave it up to the chat if they want it on there. I mean, Hellraiser, it's debatable on whether that's a slasher.
Yeah. Eric's throwing out Urban Legend. We'll do that one.
That's definitely a slasher. You get an Urban Legend. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Scream, all those late 90s style slashers.
Yeah.
But I mean, we haven't even hit Texas Chainsaw yet. So I know that remake's got to be on there, bro.
Oh, dude.
For that.
Yeah, I'm definitely throwing TCM03 on. I threw on I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, Jeepers Creepers, Melissa. That's a good
one. Melissa's trying to get me amped. Jeepers Creepers, man. Love it.
And that's what I was thinking, Eric. He's saying I wouldn't say Hellraiser is a slasher. It gets to be a slasher around part 3.
Gotcha.
But OG, like
Yeah.
there's not really too many slashing elements in that movie. Granted, people
Yeah.
die, but
Ooh, Jerry's throwing out Candyman. I like it.
Candyman, Tony
There's a
Todd.
good one. Yeah, buddy. Um, yeah, that was the thing with the original Hellraiser. I've only seen it the one time, but I didn't really remember any like slasher elements to it. But Clayton's memory isn't the sharpest, so couldn't didn't quite know on that one. What else are we showing for slashers? I'm liking this list so far, man. We got some good picks on here.
Yeah, we definitely do. Actually, let me make this bigger so I can see it a little better. Hopefully, it doesn't brighten up my screen too much here. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got here.
Um, you know what? I'm gonna throw on
Terrifier on here too.
ooh, Terrifier. There's a good one. Terrifier.
Jerry has The Exorcist. I think that's more of a demonic
Paranormal. Yeah.
Pet Cemetery. I'll leave
Debatable.
that. Yeah.
That's Pet Cemetery. What would I feel like Pet Cemetery would be more like psychological horror, like the psychological paranormal type stuff, because there's some crazy elements going on. Yeah, it's a slasher bracket, Jerry.
Yeah.
All good, brother. Melissa's thrown out the Hatchet. Oh, okay.
Hatchet.
Yeah, there you go. Hatchet.
Dude, that's a franchise that I can happily say that I own every copy of, but I know it's not great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I love it anyway.
Yeah, Hatchet's one of those guilty pleasures of mine. I know it's not good, but it's a movie I can throw on if I just want to see people just get hacked up and just kind of have a fun time with some cool RIPs and
man,
some cool death scenes.
1, 2, and 3 especially for me.
Yeah,
I love the first one. I do.
Yeah, first one's great.
2, when they bring Danielle Harris on board, I'm totally with it, dude.
Yes.
It feels like the same night. Yeah, like I'm all about it.
She was really good. Was she in the third one? I can't remember.
Yes, I'm 99.9%.
Yes, that's right. She was. I remember now. Yeah, because she didn't die at the end of part 2. Right. She came back at part 3. Yeah, that's right. All right.
Oh, Victor Crowley.
That one was almost more just comedy than dude. Victor Crowley was hilarious. I laughed way more at that one than I should have, because there's some hilarious scenes in Victor Crowley. Slaughterhouse. Jerry's throwing out Slaughterhouse. All right.
Let me ask you this. I'm back here just looking at my movies. Would we consider The Strangers a slasher? It is very home invasion, right?
It is home invasion. I see. I always saw Strangers as the psychological horror, because there's not a whole lot of people getting slashed up, but it is like the psychological mental torture that's going on. It's like that psychological what's about to happen type of thing.
And it's funny when you look at Strangers Prey at Night, it starts that way, but then it turns into them chasing them around an area. So it is funny, but let's go ahead and leave that out.
Okay.
For that simple fact.
Man, Melissa's throwing out Happy Death Day.
Oh yeah.
Happy Death Day. Happy Death Day to me. What else? Do we want to throw on Black Christmas? Would you consider that slasher?
Definitely.
we can do. We're at 23, so we can do one more.
Let me ask you about these two movies and what you would consider.
X and Pearl. Yeah, I would consider X a slasher. I mean, I do
Right.
think there's people getting getting hacked up in that one. Do we want to go with X?
Wait,
As
no. You said one more.
yeah,
We
yeah, I
only
got
have
one
one
more slot.
Halloween on the board,
We
bro.
do. I was wondering about that.
We
I was
only
wondering
one
if
Halloween on the board.
I was wondering if someone was gonna, because I mean, I could go Halloween for
We
days,
only
man.
have one Halloween on the board, bro.
You know what? I'm gonna throw on my second favorite Halloween
Woo! I
movie,
think Melissa's calling it out, and I'm all
and
about it.
she did, she guessed it. Halloween 2018 is going
That's
up.
what I'm talking about, Melissa.
Yes, sir.
Preach it.
All right. Let me just get my screen adjusted here, and we're ready to rock. All right, Michael, you are my special guest. How many times would you like me to shuffle it?
11.
11, he
We'll go with
says.
11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right.
I feel like that gives us a good amount of shuffling.
Yeah, I think so. Make sure the dealer isn't doing any sleight of hand. All right.
Can you zoom it just a little bit?
Yeah, let me see if I can zoom in here.
There
That
we
good?
go. Oh yeah.
Cool. Oh, while we're here, I'm gonna try to look for that poll. See if I can
Okay. I do notice one issue so far.
what's that?
If you look at the first thing, we have Thanksgiving, your next Friday, TCM, Team 25. I know what you did. So if you
What
see
happened?
there's Team 25 on
Uh-huh.
there. So it looks like we may need one more movie. Because you see Team
Oh,
25 underneath going up against I know
yeah.
what you did last summer.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, give me just a minute here and I will try to fix that.
I think if you go over on the left, you can click edit.
Ah, gotcha. All right. Let's try that. Sorry, my computer won't let me like drag.
Just try to unzoom it then, however you zoomed it, and maybe it'll bring it back
Okay.
out.
Go. All right, so 25. Oh yeah, I'll just take that one off. That way we have a even amount.
All right, give me 11 more shuffles then. We've changed
Yeah,
everything.
it's true. That's true.
Okay,
One,
well, give me lucky
2.
7.
Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go.
There it is.
All right, now we'll start tournament. Okay, I think we're let me see if I can get that poll going up real quick.
And then when you get a second, could you zoom it back in just a little bit for my old eyes, man?
Yes, indeed.
Melissa, the way I can see it is I'm looking at it on my computer screen, so I can blow it up real big.
Is that good? Can you see that?
That'll work for me. Yes.
Okay. All right. Do 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 do. Chat. Let's see if we can get this poll going. Hey, start a poll. There we go. Yeah, you give Clayton enough time, Clayton will figure it out. He may not get it on day one, but he's he'll figure it out eventually. So what? So the first matchup looks like Curse of Chucky versus Happy Death Day.
Okay.
So let me put that in the poll. Curse of Chucky versus Happy Death Day. There we go. All right. Poll is up. Vote now. Michael, where are you going with this one, man?
Probably Curse of Chucky. More than
Curse of
likely.
Chucky.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going Curse of Chucky too. I'm not like a huge Chucky fan, but the few films in that franchise that I really like. So, and Curse of Chucky was definitely one of the better ones for me. So, yeah, my vote's going Curse of Chucky. Melissa's going Happy Death Day. Oh, gotta fix the poll. It looks like it's just saying yes or no. Okay. Let me see how I would fix that.
Oh shit. Sorry.
No, you're good. Where do I see the poll? Do you see the poll on your end?
I'm not in YouTube. Hang on a second.
Oh.
Get in there. Yes, I can see it. It just says Curse of Chucky versus Happy Death Day, yes or no. So what you want to do is close out that poll.
Oh, close. Why can I not see the poll? I'm getting YouTube notification. Looks like I have to adjust a setting real quick. I apologize about that.
Oh, you're all right.
Do. Who else is in the chat? Let's see. Jerry is saying curse as well. Yeah. Good call, Jerry.
Let's see here.
Well, I don't know why I can't see the poll, but I can't see the poll.
Interesting.
Well, Clayton will have to fix that next time. So we might have to still count here.
That's fine.
So Melissa's going Happy Death Day. Michael, Jerry, and myself are all going Curse, which be 3-1 for Curse of Chucky. Any other votes? Vote now. Vote now. And I apologize, guys, in advance. I was telling Michael I am beat. I'm incredibly exhausted right now, so I don't have the energy that I typically would on a Sunday afternoon. It's been a crazy past couple days and a crazy week. So my battery level is my energy level is very, very low. So you guys just have to deal with it. All right, I'm gonna close this poll down. I don't see any other, or this matchup down. I don't see any other votes coming in. So Curse of Chucky's moving on. Next up, we have Candyman versus Halloween. Candyman versus Halloween.
This is an easy one for me. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoy Candyman, but Halloween is Halloween.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better, man. Couldn't have said it better. Candyman's. Oh, this is Halloween 2018. Sorry, Halloween 2018.
Just add an 18 to what I just said.
Yeah. Sorry, let me fix that in the chat.
Just add an 18 to that. It'll be fine.
Halloween 2018. Yeah. Candyman's a great movie. I love it. And someone wants to throw it on and be like, yeah, I could kick it with Candyman. That's fine. I like Tony Todd. You know, I'm cool with that. But, bro, you're going to throw that up against Halloween 2018 or the OG Halloween, bro. Candyman's losing that one 10 times out of 10, 100 times out of 100, 1,000 times out of 1,000. Keep counting. You'll be counting forever because I'm taking Halloween every day, twice on Sunday.
A lion off the coast of South Africa? I'm assuming it's off the coast of South Africa. You lose that battle, my friend. You lose that battle 9 out of 10 times.
If I was a lion and you were a tuna, I would swim out to the ocean and eat you. Wrong, sir, because lions can't swim. Oh, man. I was wondering if anyone was going to get that reference, but I said it kind of subtly.
Your tuna girlfriend. I like fucking Mark Wahlberg's way. And then I'm going to bang your tuna girlfriend. I love it.
Tuna girlfriend, man. Oh, great movie. The Other Guys. If you guys have not seen The Other Guys, get on that.
Oh God, one of the best lines in that movie is from Samuel L. Jackson. Hey! If I wanted to hear you talk, I'd shove my fist up your ass and work your mouth like a puppet. Oh my God, dude, it's so good, so good.
Oh man, he's great in that. Michael Keaton is great in that. Oh, it's so good. Aim for the trees, right?
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Aim for the trees. There's not a tree in sight.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh,
when
dude.
he comes flying out of that bus in that Camaro, shooting his guns
man.
like this.
Yeah,
I was crying.
Dude.
I was crying. I was laughing so hard the first time I saw that. I was like, "This is
good,
so
man.
ridiculous that this is hilarious."
Good. Yeah. That movie is so good. Let's see what the chat is saying. Melissa's going Halloween. No surprise there. Jerry is going Halloween. Michael and I are both going Halloween. That's going to be 4-0 Halloween, unless we get any other votes in. Melissa saying, OMG, I love Samuel Jackson. How he swears in movies cracks me up. Yeah, he's Samuel Jackson's one of those actors that can make profanity funny in movies. So he's Samuel L. is really good in Pulp Fiction too. I love Tarantino. Yeah. I think he's a great filmmaker, and dude, Samuel Jackson in Pulp Fiction is phenomenal. He's great in Jackie Brown too. That's another good Samuel L. movie. Wasn't he in? He was in the that movie with Colin Farrell, the police SWAT. He was in SWAT. Yeah.
Or no, was he in SWAT? I know LL Cool J was in SWAT. wasn't it?
Maybe I was thinking of LL Cool
Dude,
J.
that's been a long time ago since I've seen SWAT.
Yeah, yeah. It's been a minute since
I
I've seen
liked
it.
him as Mr. Glass, bro.
Yeah, yeah, Mr. Glass. Yeah. Did you like the newest one?
Yeah, I own it, but I mean, it wasn't bad. Unbreakable was still my favorite out of all of them.
Really over
Yes,
the one with the
with Charles.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean the newest one was, I think it was just Glass. It
Glass.
was
Yes,
it was fun, but
it was good to see them all together.
yes,
You know,
yes,
I thought that was cool.
yes.
But man, I don't know. Something about Unbreakable. You got Bruce Willis, dude. He's a superhero
Yeah,
that doesn't want to be a superhero. It's just good, dude. Like
yeah. You
more a
can't go wrong with
memory
Bruce
thing for
Willie.
me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson was in SWAT.
Okay.
So
Yeah, dude.
yeah,
It has been a
I thought he
minute since I
was.
saw SWAT. Was LL Cool J in SWAT?
No, yeah, that was Colin Farrell, Jeremy Renner, Michelle Rodriguez. Yeah, I forgot about her. Um, Samuel
Maybe I'm thinking of a
Jackson.
different movie.
No,
Like I
yes,
said,
he
it's
was.
been
He was. Yes, LL Cool J.
okay
Yes, you're right, sir.
because it's
Yeah,
been
so you had
a
both
minute.
of them in there. That's interesting. All right, I'm closing down this poll. See, Melissa saying Pulp Fiction was fun. Yeah, it was. Jerry saying love him and Jane. Yes, Django and Chain. Yeah, he was great in Django. The Hateful Eight. Yeah, he was good in that one too.
I never wanted Jedi to say motherfucker so bad as I did Mace Windu to just be like,
Yeah, dude, Samuel L. Man, he shows up. He shows up
he's
everywhere,
too
dude.
dangerous to be kept alive, motherfucker. Like that would have been great. Or when he cut his arm off, like motherfucker, before he gets like pushed down.
Uh,
So
yeah, yeah. You needed one of those. That would have been perfect timing for a Samuel L. Jackson MF.
yeah. Oh
Yeah,
god.
that would have been good. All right, so next up we got Slaughterhouse versus the OG Nightmare.
I don't think I've
Um,
seen Slaughterhouse.
really?
Yeah. Let me look it up. I don't it's not sounding familiar to me.
Okay. So we got Slaughterhouse versus Nightmare. I'm going the OG Nightmare. For me, you got one of my favorite slasher villains in Freddy Krueger, um, Wes Craven. I mean, it was yeah. The original Nightmare on Elm Street's phenomenal. It's a great movie. I love it. Um, Slaughterhouse was fun. It's definitely rewatchable. I could, I could definitely watch it again. I think I've seen it twice now, and I've enjoyed it both times. Um, but it's nothing more than just, just a slasher movie for me. Like, there's not like I don't love it. It's just it's fun.
You
It's
talking
fun.
about 1987?
Yes, 1987 Slaughterhouse.
Okay. Yeah, no, I
Uh,
haven't seen this.
yeah, I'm definitely going Nightmare on that one. Jerry's going Nightmare. Melissa's going Nightmare. Melissa's saying the only
1887.
Nightmare she likes is the first one. Really? Okay. So you don't care for, Dream Warriors, Dream Master. You're just rolling with the first one. All right. Respect, respect. Let me throw in those votes. I think we're at 3-0 for Nightmare. Still taking votes if anyone wants to vote. Melissa's saying nope, nope. Just the first one. All right. I feel like Nightmare, the Nightmare movies are movies that I don't want to say you have to grow up with them in order to like them. But for me, seeing the original one, I think I saw it a few years after Halloween. I think I was maybe 8 when I saw Nightmare the first time, and Freddy scared me. I feel like because we've only had one nightmare movie in the past 20 years. So I feel like I don't know if like the millennials like coming up today who haven't seen a nightmare movie, if you were to show them one, you know, from the 80s or whatever, I don't know if it would be as appealing. Maybe Nightmare is one of those you have to have had grown up with it in order to really love it. I don't know.
Well, I
I mean,
mean, you know,
do you think Freddy still works today?
I think he could. I don't think he does, but I think he could.
Yeah,
Because the last iteration of Freddy to me was just god awful. And that was 2010.
right.
Before that, you had Freddy versus Jason, which was
Yeah,
2003. So I mean, the exposure to Freddy, it's more like a pop culture thing at this point.
yeah,
And I think, you know, Jason's the same way, unfortunately.
yeah.
And it sucks because, you know, the 80s were dominated by Freddy and Jason.
Oh
They
gosh, yeah,
dominated my childhood.
yeah,
It was like you were back then, it was like if you were a horror fan and you were a kid, you were either Team Jason or Team Freddy.
yep,
So when they came together, the people that were around my age, that theater was thick with us. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? And you had your teams. And
right.
yeah, man. Like, yeah, I get it though. Like, they're just Freddie was so MTV after a while, dude. There were
Yeah,
Freddie toys everywhere. He was showing up on, you know, talk shows, and
right,
it was just he was so in your face. And I
right.
would say that that started to happen at the end of Nightmare on Elm Street 3 into Nightmare on Elm Street 4,
Yeah,
where Freddie became a pop culture icon and just a popular thing to be a fan of.
right.
So it's kind of tough, man, especially for now and going back.
Yeah. Well, and the other issue that you're always going to run into when it comes to Nightmare, for people that love that franchise, is the Robert England problem. The fact that you're not going to get Robert England playing Freddy anymore. You're just not. He's been very outspoken. He's done with it. Like, he's old. He's, you know, he's got really bad arthritis. He said that, you know, he doesn't mind making like a cameo or something. Um, but you're not going to get Robert England as Freddy. But the problem with that is that he made that character so iconic
Yeah.
that you're going to have the Nightmare fans that Robert's always going to be Freddy. Like, he's just always going to be Freddy. So whenever they do decide to redo Nightmare in whatever way they do it, whether it's a remake, whether they pull a Halloween 2018 thing and make it a sequel to the original, however they do it, you're gonna run into the Robert England problem. Who are we gonna get to play Freddy, and are people going to get behind him? And when you have a performance that was so iconic, and the same guy playing that character in all the movies except the remake, it's like, well, shoot, man. I mean, can we even do this without,
Yeah.
you know, we can't, will it be accepted by people? That's the thing. I think it can. You're just gonna have to find an actor that, one, is not afraid to go there, is has the confidence to do it, but also knows the way to do it in a modern way. Like, an
Right.
example I'm thinking is like Heath Ledger with the Joker in The Dark Knight. The only Joker before him in like an actual live action movie was Nicholson in '89. And before, I mean, after Nicholson, he kind of like set the standard for, uh, you know, super villains, you know, villains like that. And Heath Ledger comes along, and it's like he's like, yeah, I'll play the Joker, but he knew full well that people were going to compare him with Jack Nicholson. But Ledger had the confidence to play the character, and he knew how to play the Joker in the Nolan Batman universe. So I think you're going to need something like that with Freddy, someone who has the confidence to play Freddy and knows how to do it in a modern way for modern audiences.
And not to, you know, beat a dead horse with that, but not be afraid to make the character their own. Like you brought up
Yes,
the Joker.
yes,
There is nothing in common between Heath Ledger and Jack Nicholson playing that role. There is
That's
nothing
all.
in common between Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix playing that role.
Yep.
Don't be
No.
afraid to make it your own, and don't
Right.
worry about what people are saying before the
Right.
movie comes out. Show them. Like,
Right.
have a swag of your own, but yet it still appeals to the character. It's still believable as a character because, like you said, you have Michael, you have Jason, you hide
Mhm.
them behind a mask, they can
Right.
be eternal.
Right.
Ghostface can be eternal.
Yep.
You may run into the same problem with Art down the road. Let's
True.
say Art pops off. You know what I
True.
mean? And
Yeah.
that's years down the
Right.
road. Not to say
Right.
that Terrifier will get into that realm,
Right.
but if it does, you may have that problem. Hiding
Yeah.
your juggernaut character behind a mask is not only creepy, but
Yeah.
it's genius
Yeah.
because you can put a good actor behind that mask and you can believe that that's
Right.
the same person, to whereas Freddy had that swagger, but you could also see his face.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you have put that face with Freddy at this point.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it can be done. Joker's a great point because you can see
Yeah.
their faces too. You know, it's
Right.
just easier for a Michael and a Jason to
Right.
carry on that legacy for sure. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So Nightmare moves on. Next up, we have Terrifier versus Your Next. This should be an interesting one. Terrifier versus Your Next. I like both of these movies, man. I do. I personally am a bigger fan of Terrifier 2 than I am of the first one. If it was Terrifier 2 against Your Next, I would probably take Terrifier 2. However, with the first Terrifier and Your Next, I like Art the Clown, but as overall as a film and experience with the film, I would go with Your Next over the first Terrifier. But what about you, Michael?
I probably going Terrifier on this one. I'm gonna have to disagree with
Okay.
you on that one. But hey, man, that's why we're here, right?
Yeah, yeah. So Michael's going Terrifier.
Yep.
Melissa, Jerry, going Your Next. One and three so far. Melissa saying, I prefer Terrifier 1, but I like Your Next. Yeah, yeah, that's where I am. I do like the first Terrifier. I do, but Your Next was surprising. It was a pleasant surprise because it was kind of a sigh of breath of fresh air because it kind of, I don't want to say did anything like super original, but it made, that slasher, it was a true slasher film that was fun again. Like it wasn't like all the same typical annoying characters in the movies doing the same stuff all the time. Like it was a fresh a fresh take on actual likable and entertaining characters. So I did like Your Next, and it had some good kills. So
Oh yeah.
Melissa saying not a fan of Terrifier 2. Really? See, I like Terrifier 2 better than the first Terrifier.
I'll tell you what, they both had that one kill
Oh yeah.
in the movie where it was just like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, Terrifier 2, bro. I don't know if you're thinking the same scene I
When
am.
she was on the
but
bed and she's still alive, dude. Oh
well,
my god.
that one. But then as a guy, I was thinking of the other one
Oh
with the
yeah.
boy, dude.
Yeah.
I literally watching that in theaters. I literally let out a sigh of just like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
loud too, man. It was embarrassing. I just like initial reaction. I was like, oh, good gosh. Oh man, dude, that one made me cringe.
And I'll tell you what, man, those guys are so cool. Like in real life.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude, the cast, I was lucky enough to meet the Terrifier cast.
Oh really?
And Damian Leone. Yeah. And
Oh, that's
dude,
awesome.
two people that stuck out to me the most was Damian Leone. I went up to get him to sign something, and I was just like, "Hey, man, I love your stuff. Keep going with it, and dude." And I was like, "But thank you." And he's like, "No, man, hang out for a minute." He's like, "There's no line right now." And the dude, we sat there and
Wow.
talked about Art the Clown, and I told him all the things I thought, and he just smiled. He's like, "You know what? You get it." He's like, "You really
Wow.
get it." And I was like, "Dude, that." I was so fucking happy during that conversation, because I was
That's
like, well,
awesome, man.
how often do you get a chance to sit here and talk about, one of these guys with the person who made it? He gave
Right.
me the history of how he came up with Art the Clown and how he
Wow.
was on a bus thinking about fucking like, dude, it was so cool.
Yeah.
Like he
That's
was so
awesome,
cool.
dude.
And then Lauren Lavera was the
Oh yeah.
sweetest.
Yeah.
She was amazing. Like I
Yeah.
could have talked to her all day. Like,
That's
and I
awesome.
came out with like hard eyes afterwards. Like, I think I love
Yeah.
her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she was just fucking amazing.
That's
Such a great
awesome.
cast. Yeah.
Did you get to meet David Howard Thornton?
Yes. Yes. I have a Terrifier 2 poster. I had them all signed. I don't have a frame for it yet because it's a little bigger than standard because I got it from overseas.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
have to get a custom frame for it. But
Gotcha.
it was Damien, David Howard Thornton, Elliot Fulham, uh,
Yeah.
Lauren Lavera, and the little zombie girl. That's
Nice.
the people.
Nice.
Like there were others there, but I was like, nah, I just want the main Terrifier
Right.
2
Right. The
and the
main
writer
cast.
director,
Yeah.
So beautiful
Nice,
poster. I
man.
can't wait to get it up. They signed it in silver. It looks
Yeah.
amazing, dude. They were so cool.
Part
So
three
cool.
comes out this year. I'm
Yeah.
excited for that one. I'll definitely be in theaters for that one for sure.
Yes. Yes, yes,
Yeah, that one's
yes.
gonna be fun.
Shit, dude. I think I own 4 copies of Terrifier 2.
Dang.
I hate that I do, but being a collector, man, they kept
Right.
releasing special. I have 2 different steel books for Terrifier 2, and I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
3 different. I have 4, yeah, 2 slip covers, and
Wow.
it's just like
Nice.
freaking shoot me, right?
That's awesome, dude. I love that. I wish I was more of a collector, but I'm not. The only thing that I'm very much a collector of is just Batman stuff. Like anything Batman, I'll buy it. Like I don't care. Like just give it to me. Like I have literally a whole wall over here to my left that's just like all Batman stuff.
You know that
Um
Batman comic run, Death of the Family,
yes. Yes.
where Joker is Joe, and he
Yep.
has like he rips his face off once he thinks Batman's
Yes.
dead, and he puts it back on. I
Yep.
have that comic book run in a sealed package with that Joker mask, the Joe
Yeah.
mask. Like, dude, it's so
It's
cool.
so good
Yeah,
and
it's
so
so cool.
dark. I have the entire New 52 Batman storyline up here on the wall.
A lot of people don't ever talk about Death of the Family because it's so brutal. Like,
It's very dark.
yeah,
Yeah, very dark. But people miss that Scott Snyder nailed it. Like I remember reading that one the first time and just thinking he gets it. He gets it. He gets the relationship between Batman and the Joker.
yeah.
And he nailed it. Um,
Because when
I
Batman was gone, the Joker was gone.
yeah,
He didn't need to exist anymore.
right. And as good as Batman is, you need a villain that's equally as bad,
Yeah,
and that's what the Joker is. He is everything opposite of Batman. So if you're gonna have Batman be the epitome of justice and hope and like goodness, then you need his villain to be equally as bad as he is good. And dude, yeah, it's so good, man. That entire New 52 run, it's just solid, man. I loved it. I would be okay if they had Scott Snyder write every Batman novel from now on because he's so good.
hell yeah.
Um, sorry, I digress. So who we got up next? We have Saul versus Friday '09 versus Friday '09. And if I know Michael,
Yeah,
which
I
I
don't even
I
need to say
I, I
anything on
think
that.
I do, Michael's definitely going to be voting for Saul.
Not even close, my friend. Not even close.
Yeah, I'm going Friday '09. I've said it many times. I'll say it again. Friday '09 is my favorite Friday movie. It's going to be a hard movie to take down for me because I watched it again last night. Shoot, it's on Max right now, and I was scrolling through Max, seeing what's all on, and that one popped up. I was like, I'm watching it. I'm watching it. Yeah, I just watched it a month ago. I don't care. I'm watching it again.
It's fine.
So yeah, it's so good, man. So good. Jerry's going Friday. Melissa's going Friday. Melissa says, my favorite Batman is with Keaton. Which one? You have Batman 89 and you have Batman Returns. If you're talking Batman 89, I'm with you. I love that one. But if you're talking Batman Returns, not a fan. Not a fan. I like Keaton as Batman. He's a great Batman. But the movie as a whole, wasn't a fan of Batman Returns.
It's funny because 89 movie was better in my opinion, but I'd rather watch Batman Returns because of Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah, meow.
Respect. Respect.
She's
beautiful.
Something else, man.
She's beautiful.
It's like you can only watch one or the other. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna pick the worst of the movies. But
yeah, dude, that outfit too. I mean, that should be illegal. You put a woman that beautiful in a suit, that
just the way she looks over and says meow. I'm like, oh my god, like,
bro, yeah, that's good point. Touche. I mean, I can totally respect that.
I could totally see how.
I could see how one comes to that conclusion. You're not alone in that, actually. Brian actually prefers Batman Returns to Batman 89 too. I think part of it for me is like 89 Batman was the first Batman movie I ever saw when I was a kid. And so I have such a nostalgic love for it. Which is one reason I love Keaton so much as Batman. He was literally the first Batman I was introduced to. And which is also why when he dies in The Flash, dude, that gets me in the feels, bro. That gets me in the feels straight up. I'll admit it. I ain't scared. I'll admit it. It gets me in the feels, man. I may have had, you know what? I did have more than one tear coming down. All right. That was part of my childhood, bro. When he died, it was like he was taking my childhood with him. And I was like, dude, y'all can't do this to me, man. You can't kill my boy like that and make me watch it over and over and over. Stop it.
Yeah. Oh. In different ways each time.
Mm-hmm. That was rough, man. That was rough. All right, I'll close this one out. It's going to be a clean sweep for Friday. Moving on. Next up, we have Urban Legend versus Wrong Turn. I'll go ahead and put Jerry's vote in for Wrong Turn because we know where he's going. Turn versus Urban Legend with a young Jared Leto. What did you think of the original Wrong Turn?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Like I will pick Wrong Turn over Urban Legend. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes, I will. Yeah, Wrong Turn is one, not my favorite, but it's in the list. It's in the running for the time frame that it came out. Gotcha. I love the first Wrong Turn. It's just everything after that, I'm just like,
not a fan.
Yeah, just not. I mean, I own all of them, but then again, we know that I own a bunch of shit that I don't like. So
dude,
yeah,
I'm with you on that. I own all 13 of Halloween movies on Blu-ray. Do I like all 13? Heck no. I loathe. Like the bottom 2 or 3 on my list are movies that I freaking hate. And I still bought the fucking Blu-ray.
Dude,
It's Halloween.
I bought the producer's cut of Halloween 6. I own it.
Oh
Uh,
man.
it's just like that is by far one of the worst.
Oh, easily.
But it
Yeah.
is the
There you
producer's
go.
cut.
Yeah.
So yes,
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
100%.
It's like I have a cousin that's also a big Halloween fan, and I sent him a picture of my Halloween collection, and he was like, "Why the hell do you have a copy of Halloween Ends, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, and Halloween Kills?" Because he knows I hate all those movies. And I was like, dude, it's Halloween, and with my OCD, if I don't have all of the movies in the franchise, I won't be able to sleep well at night knowing that. So I have to get all of them.
With me, it's about covers at this point. Like Halloween 2, the first one I got was this one right here.
Oh,
And I
nice. I
was
like
just
that
like,
cover.
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Then
it's a sick
months
cover.
later, I saw this cover. So I was like, ooh,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
have that cover. I'm going to
that's a
go
good
ahead
one.
and get it.
Yeah.
There I was at Half Price Books one day in a DVD section and saw this. And I was
Ooh,
like, fuck yes. And it
ooh,
was
yeah,
$3.
yeah,
$3. And I
yeah.
was
That's a
just like,
deal.
that is freaking unbelievable. And you know it's old because it has the old case that you have to
Yeah,
unclip right there.
yeah, yeah.
This was $3. And I was
Dude,
like, take my money right now. Just take it.
take it.
I want
Take
it.
my lunch money. I
I
don't
want
need
it.
it.
I need it. That has to belong in my collection. So it's not about the
Yeah,
movie at this point. It's the
it's
art.
just the cover. Yeah, the
Yeah.
art. Melissa, yes, I do hate kills. No, I'm sorry, ends. I'm sorry, Melissa. I hate Halloween ends. I love kills. Love kills. I hate ends. Halloween ends, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, and Resurrection I are just deplorable for me. I would rather watch a beaver take a shit for 3 hours than to watch any of those movies. So
You could throw Halloween 5 on that list for me too, buddy. Yeah. And
dude,
Halloween 6 is I may rather watch a raccoon shit. I don't know.
oh man.
Halloween when it's up, it's better than any of them, man. But when it's
Yeah, yeah.
down, it's
True.
pretty much lower than any of them.
Very true. Wrong turn, moving on.
Hells yeah.
Next up, we have, oh, dude, this one's going to be a good one for me. We got Scream versus I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, Scream. I love Jennifer Love Hewitt. Don't get me wrong.
Dude, she's beautiful.
Oh, so good.
She's beautiful.
So good. I believe that they carried that franchise. I mean, she carried that franchise.
Oh, yeah. Because the third one, the one without her, is like it doesn't even touch the first two with her. And I like both of the first two. I Know What You Did, and I Still Know What You Did. I like both of those, but because I just love watching her. Um, but I thought the characters are good. I like the fish hook guy as the villain. Um, dude, I really love that first one. I Know What You Did. Is
Man,
great.
I may have slipped up at the beginning there. I said I know that they carried that. I mean, she carried that franchise. Then I'll let you ponder on that one.
Hey, you're 47 now, so it's fine. It's cool. You get a pass.
I'll fill you in later.
Uh,
Yeah, I got to go with Scream on this one for sure.
yeah, I would go with Scream. But it's all due respect to Jennifer Love Hewitt. And she has an open invitation on Ages of Fear anytime she wants. I doubt that she would ever be watching this, but in the fraction percent of a chance that she is, Miss Hewitt, you are always welcome on Ages of Fear.
Yeah.
So
I don't even own this
Um,
channel, and I'd welcome her.
Michael's like, send me the invite
Yeah,
when
what's
you
that
have her
link to
on.
be on that
Yeah.
chat? I swear I'll be quiet. I just want to stand there.
Yeah, just take it in. Yeah. All right, screen moving on this one. Next up. Oh, no. This one, don't do this to me. I can't deal with this matchup right
This is a
now.
tough one, man.
I
Yeah,
can't
dude.
deal with this matchup right now. Dude, this is what's gonna break me. Michael, you're gonna have to start on this one, man, because I'm gonna need a
I
long
I
minute.
love Black Christmas. Black Christmas is my jam. I love Billy. Yes to everything. The acting is fantastic in this movie. Uh, good God, man, do I love this movie? But I gotta give it to Texas, dude. Texas is clean. And by clean, I don't mean that Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a clean movie. Just
Right,
the way that
right.
they did it, it was beautiful. In the grand scheme of things, with horror royalty, Texas
Yeah.
doesn't hold a candle to Black Christmas. But if I'm holding these two movies right now, which one am I watching? Actually, I can do it. I have both of those movies behind me. I could pick them both up and be like, which one am I watching? I'm watching Texas today over Black Christmas. But by no means do I think the Texas Chainsaw remake did more for horror than Black Christmas. No, it did not.
No,
Not even close. Not
no.
even a fraction of what Black Christmas did for slasher movies. It's
Yeah, no.
just today. If I was holding them both, I would pick Texas Chainsaw 03.
Right. Yeah. It kills me to do it. But I'm gonna piggyback off what you said, and it kills me, man, because dude, I love Black Christmas, man. I love Black Christmas. I could throw it on right now and be amped to see it. I do. I love that movie, but I said it on my review of TCM 03. That's dude, Texas 03 is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Um, it's so yeah. I mean, and I hate to let go of Black Christmas. I do. I love that movie, but TCM 03 is just so damn good. Um, yeah, I gotta go with Texas.
I'll tell you what, man. A lot of people talk about, how beautiful Jessica Biel was in that movie. And she
Oh
was, dude.
my
Amazing. But looking back, dude, Olivia Hussey was not that bad. I mean, she was gorgeous too back in the day.
gosh. She was.
I
She
mean,
was.
a different way, in a different way than Jessica Biel was.
Yes.
But I mean, if you take that age of Olivia Hussey and put her in that same situation, man, look,
Yeah.
Olivia Hussey.
She's nice, man. She's nice.
Ooh, I'm telling you.
Dude,
I am telling
but
you.
there's something though watching Jessica Biel in that Texas heat with that sweat coming down and some of the shots of that.
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
she's fantastic, dude. And I think the beginning of that movie is genius. That camera angle that pans
Yes.
behind the girl after she shot herself, and you're seeing,
Yeah.
like, man, that's
Yeah.
that
That was a great shot.
that was a great shot. That
Yeah,
was
and
a great shot.
especially watching like the behind the scenes, the making of the movie, seeing how they pull that off. It was really creative stuff, man. Dude, I want to watch it right now. Like just talking about it. And I just saw it literally just a few days ago for my review, and I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it again.
Oh yeah,
It's so good, dude. I love that movie.
it's a good one,
TCM moving on.
dude.
I'm sorry, Black Christmas.
That would be a great double feature night, is to watch the Friday remake and the Texas remake
Oh,
back to back
dude.
watch party.
Dude, we
Oh,
should do that,
yeah,
man.
dude. Like,
We should definitely do
let's
that.
talk about that. I would love to do a back to back watch party with everyone.
Seriously. Yeah, for y'all, for anyone that doesn't know, the same director that did TCM03 directed Friday remake. So same director in both movies, and you can kind of tell like Marcus Nispel uses like the same type of cinematography and shadowing and stuff in both movies.
Yeah.
Similar feel and vibe to them. Yeah, dude, that'd be a great double feature.
Yeah.
Texas remake and Friday remake together. I'm down, man, dude. If you host that on your channel, bro, I'll definitely be there.
All right, we'll work out some times, man. See if some other people want to join. I think it'd be a blast.
Yeah, yeah, that
Yep.
would be. Next up, we have round. So we're on to round two. We have Hatchet versus Curse of Chucky. This one, I mean, I guess I'm up, but that's a good one. Very different movies.
Very different.
And I like them both for different reasons. But if you were to present me both of them and ask me which one do I want to watch, I feel like more often than not, I'm probably going to go with Curse of Chucky. And and it's close because I do really like that first Hatchet movie. But yeah, I'd probably go a slight edge with Curse of Chucky for me.
All right, man. Hell yeah, dude. I'm going Hatchet. Anytime you've got Robert Englund, Kane Hodder, and Tony Todd in the same movie, you got me, brother. Like, I am there. I am picking
Yeah.
Hatchet. And looking at the chat right now, it's like, shit, we're flipping a coin on this one. Like,
Yeah. Looks like we are, man.
We're probably flipping a coin. And dude, I get it, but Hatchet to me is something special, and it's so much fun.
And I don't have a problem with that. Like, if Hatchet wins, I don't have a problem with that at all because I do really like Hatchet. Yeah, let me grab a coin real quick, and we will flip a coin.
I am definitely looking down this list, you guys, of the second round, and I am not excited about one of them coming up in the next few whatsoever.
All right, so we're gonna go heads with Hatchet and tails, Curse of Chucky. It is tails.
Curse
of
on.
Chucky moving on. So let's move that one on. I guess technically it's 3, 2, 3. All right, next up we have Halloween 2018 versus Child's Play. I don't even have to vote on this one. You already know where my vote's going.
Nope. Yeah. Halloween 18 is by far my second favorite Halloween out of all of them. And it's right on the heels of the original for me. It's right there. Like, literally I can watch them back to back. So yeah, this is, don't get me wrong. First Child's Play is my favorite out of Child's Play Chucky. It is, but Halloween 18 was something special, man.
Dude, and I'm glad that you said that, man, because 2018 for me it's my second favorite as well. And dude, it is really close to that original Halloween, man. It's
that
very
feel,
close,
bro. That Halloween feel.
Yeah. The feel, it's got the vibe, it's got my favorite Michael Myers, James Shoot Courtney, man. I love James Shoot Courtney as Michael. To me, he brings the brutality and the savagery of Tyler Mane, but mixes it with the gracefulness and the glide and the movement of Nick Castle.
He's so shape, bro. Yeah,
he
he's
is.
shaping
Yeah,
it.
he brings both of them. He brings both of them there for me,
Yeah.
and I just love what he did with that character. So
You know, they're such close friends too. Uh,
yeah,
like they go everywhere. Like there's
yeah,
pictures of them, you know, together all the time.
yeah.
And when I went to a convention, I went to Scarefest in October, they were sitting right next to each other. You know,
That's
it's like,
awesome.
holy shit, both the shapes. You know,
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome.
let me
Yeah,
talk to both
I
of you.
love both of them.
Yeah,
I
so
love
good,
both of them
man.
so much. And that my two favorite masks too. And the James Hugh Courtney mask and the Nick Castle mask are my two favorite masks as well.
Yes.
So
Yes,
my
yes,
two favorite
yes.
Michaels, my two favorite masks, my two favorite Halloween movies. So it's like they're all there for me. And honestly, man, Halloween 2018 is so close, like ranking wise to the first one. Honestly, if I was growing up now and watched 2018 first before watching the original, there's a very strong chance that I would like the 2018 more than the original.
It's
Very strong
possible.
chance.
It is possible.
Because that 2018 is just so good, man. So good.
I mean, it had the box office to prove it, the highest grossing slasher of all time.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
it's people
Dude.
didn't see it just once. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like,
I didn't. I think I ended up seeing it 3 times in theaters.
oh,
I loved it, man.
dude,
Yeah.
it was like a when the first time I saw that, and I've talked about this on my channel. All of you guys may have heard this, but I love this story, man. When I was in the theater for 18 and he's screaming at Michael, say something,
Oh,
and that
dude.
music pops, dude. It's like a wrestling pop in there. You'd have thought The Rock was
Yes.
coming out. If
Yeah.
you smell, you know, like,
Man. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like it was just ridiculous. Like
Dude.
the pop that got when that music hit while he
Yeah.
was in the middle of say something.
Yeah.
Bam! I was back in '78, bro, with the original credits, the original Halloween popping up there, the music,
So
the
good,
feel,
man.
it looks so good, bro. I was hooked right
Yeah.
then and there. I was hooked.
Yeah. Dude, my story with that was watching it the first time in theaters. I'm sitting there and I'm like, my girlfriend at the time was sitting next to me. And dude, I was so glued to that scene. I was just like so glued. He's holding up Michael's mask, and you hear the music building. You see Michael standing there, and he's just like, say something. And then the credits hit. Dude, I was holding my breath for that scene. And I
Yeah.
was just like, oh shit. Like dude, it was oh man, so
I
good,
swear to
dude.
God, dude, it was like hearing the glass break in WWE back in the late
Yeah, like
'90s,
Stone
dude. Like
Cold coming
Stone
out.
Cold's coming. Like
Yeah,
freaking, you got to be
dude,
freaking kidding me.
it
Like it's
was
so
so
good.
good. Such a great intro, man.
Yeah.
I love how when he takes the mask out, you just see a very small but subtle head movement by Michael. It's like not
Beautiful.
big, you just barely see the movement. Like there's a connection there with the shape and with Michael. And dude, I love that they had that in there, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even see it. They didn't even recognize it.
I
I
saw it.
caught it that first time and I was
I
like,
did.
oh, that is brilliant. I love that.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
believe me.
good.
I saw it. Trust me.
Yeah. So next up we have Friday the 13th Part 4 versus the OG Nightmare. And I think I went first last time, so I think it's up to you, sir.
All right, holding these two movies, I do understand that Wes Craven is a genius. I do understand that, you know, Freddy changed the game. With all that being said, my favorite Friday the 13th movie is Friday the 13th Part 4. If I'm holding these two movies, I'm watching Friday the 13th Part 4 5 times before I watch the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, that's not a dig at Wes Craven, people. That's not a dig at Robert Englund, people. That's not a dig at what Nightmare on Elm Street did for slashers in the 80s, people. This is my preference. I'm watching Part 4 all day, every day. Ted White, my brother, Crispin Glover, Corey Feldman, Judy Aronson. Dude, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Friday 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I respect that, dude. I totally respect that. Um, I'm probably gonna be because Jerry's going Friday. I would assume Melissa's probably going Friday. I'm probably gonna be the only one going Nightmare on this one.
And you're not wrong by any
It's
means.
my favorite Nightmare
Yeah.
movie. And I love Freddy Krueger. And I think so. Part of it for me is that of the big three, Jason was the last one that I was introduced to.
Hmm.
So like I grew up with Michael, I grew up with Freddy. I didn't see my first Friday movie until I was maybe like 16 or 17.
I got you.
And I think it was actually part one was actually the first one that I saw.
Yeah.
So it didn't because I was already, 16, 17 on my way out of high school, like it didn't do quite it didn't have quite the effect on me that Nightmare or Halloween did
Yeah.
growing up. So that the original Nightmare movie is my favorite. I would probably go I'd probably go Nightmare
Oh yeah,
on this
man.
one. So
Friday 4 was the last of what I like to call the original trilogy of Friday the 13th. Because you do have part
mhm,
one, it sets the stage, but part
right.
two, part three, and part four. Granted, are there some issues with times and everything? Yes, there is.
Yeah.
But those three have a different feel than the rest. You
Yeah.
know, it has the original Maffredini music. It has Jason at the first person point of view, looking around trees and shit like that. Like that feeling, that Camp Crystal Lake, that
Yeah.
80s. Like, not that part six didn't feel 80s, it just felt a different type of
Right.
way. Those three, man, like that 2, 3, and 4 is my favorite run of Jason. Now, granted,
Gotcha.
there are movies in between that I like more than three, more than two. That's fine. But 2, 3, and 4 to me, it's like you could watch them all as one movie because
Yeah.
they take
Yeah.
place right after the other one lets up. So it's a continuous story. And
Right.
four being the final chapter, seeing Jason without the mask, the machete slide, dude, it's so good. And it
Yeah.
felt like a conclusion. Like this was it,
Right.
and so good, man. I absolutely love it. Yeah,
Four
I'm
is
going
great.
Friday 4. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite Friday movies. It's not my number one, but it's definitely one of my favorites for sure.
Oh yeah.
Um, I knew I was going to be on the minority on that one. Friday Part Four is moving on. So next up we have, oh dude, Your Next versus Jeepers Creepers, and I love Your Next. I do. It's a great movie, but come on, it's the Creeper. Yeah, I mean, I'm going Jeepers all day on this one.
I'm going Jeepers as well for this one. If you remember, I actually went Terrifier over Your Next. Not that I think that Your Next is a bad movie. I just think that it had a couple bad matchups for me
Yeah,
on
yeah,
this. I think that Jeepers Creepers moves on. Just my opinion. And with that being said, dude, I will be right back. I need to
yeah.
refill my drink real
I
fast. I will
got you.
be right back.
I got you. Yeah. So, guys, what do you guys think on this one? Melissa's going Your Next. Jerry's going Jeepers. Melissa, you're taking Your Next over Jeepers Creepers. Let me ask you, Melissa, is it because you don't like Jeepers Creepers, or is it because you just like Your Next more than Jeepers Creepers? What's the reasoning for taking Your Next over Jeepers Creepers? Because like there's some movies that we've done um that it was just a bad matchup. Like Michael was saying, it wasn't necessarily because I disliked the movie it was going against. It was just that it was a bad matchup. So is that the case for you? Oh, okay. So you like Jeepers Creepers, but you prefer Your Next a lot more. I can respect that. I can respect that. I respect that. So I think it's 3-1 for your next on that one, which means next up we're going to have Psycho. Dude, this one is going to be good. We have Psycho versus Friday '09. Psycho versus Friday '09. I'm interested to see what Michael's going to go with on this one. I have a feeling I know what he's going to do, but he's surprised me in the past. He has surprised me in the past, so I don't want to assume, but I personally am going with Friday '09 on this one. So yeah, it looks like Melissa is going Friday as well. Respect, respect. Jerry, where are you going on this one? You going Friday? You going Psycho?
All
Where's
right.
Michael?
Yeah.
I hate to do this to you, but we
Sure.
got Psycho versus Friday '09.
Ooh.
I'm interested to see where you're gonna go on this one.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. I personally went Friday,
Yeah.
but
All right.
because that's Friday '09, dude. That's my
Yeah.
favorite Friday. I
Hell
mean,
yeah,
that's
man. Hell
I got to
yeah,
go
dude.
Friday on that one.
Um, Let me just premise by saying Janet Leigh is probably one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen in a slasher movie. I'm sorry. She just is. There's just something about her, man, that is just uh,
I got you.
magnificent. That movie alone, it's magnificent, man. It really is. I think it's a very underrated slasher movie.
It's a
And
great movie.
I don't really and you know, you and I talked about this, dude. I don't
Yeah,
think I've ever really had a chance to go in depth on Psycho on my freaking channel, dude, and really get into it.
yeah,
And I won't do that today, but I will tell you this. I think that Psycho set the stage for so many slashers to follow it. I mean, if you think about it, one of the main characters' name was Sam Loomis. Uh,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I mean, what are we doing here? I love Friday, dude. I'll always love Friday, but in this case, I'm going Psycho.
Psycho.
I am.
Respect it,
Yep,
man.
I am.
I totally respect that.
Now I know it's not gonna win,
Yeah,
but yeah, dude, like this one for me, and I was telling you, dude, it's been a couple months since I watched it. This is one that I may watch again tonight after my show, just because talking about slashers has
nice.
really got me thinking about it lately.
Yeah,
Well, as of today, like I wasn't thinking about it before today, but it was just like, man, it's been a minute since I've seen that. And I'll tell you what was so creepy about Psycho, dude, was his arguments to where you felt like there were two people in there, dude. You really felt like
yeah,
there were two people. And the way he's sitting there, like at the end with the fly on his
yes.
hand and saying, I
I'm
would,
not even
they'll look
swat
at me.
that fly.
Yeah, they'll look at
Yeah,
me like he wouldn't even hurt a fly. Dude, it's
yeah,
so
yeah,
in-depthly psychotic.
yeah, yeah,
Freaking psychotic. You look at Norman Bates in that original one, dude, and he looks like every kid that you've ever seen anywhere.
yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Just
how's it
your
going?
average guy.
What's going
Yeah,
on, guys? Hey, yeah, let me get
right.
you in here. You know, Janet Leigh comes in. He's got the normal googly eyes
Yep,
for her, man. And I mean, I really can't
yep.
blame him. Jesus, look at her.
Yeah,
Um, Absolutely beautiful, man. And it was so good seeing her in Halloween H2O. When she made that cameo in Halloween H2O, it was
and
just
she had
like,
the car.
yeah, she had the car. And
She had the car.
it was
Yeah,
just like, oh, I
yeah,
really don't like H2O, but I love that Janet Leigh's here so much.
yeah, yeah.
But
Jamie
yeah,
Lee's
dude,
got some good genes.
she does, man. But I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
Jamie Lee, she is aged beautifully. She's a very
she
beautiful
has.
woman.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
Mama, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, it goes beyond,
uh, yeah,
my
yeah.
attraction for Janet Leigh. I think that
Yeah,
this
it's a
movie's
great movie,
brilliant.
man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with you going psycho on that one
Oh
at
yeah,
all. Um I and for what it's worth, I mean, if it was any other Friday movie, I would go Psycho over
Hell
it.
yeah,
It's
man.
so I mean it is close. It's just what that Friday remake did for me. Like the first time I saw it, I think it was like maybe the third Friday movie I'd seen. I'd seen the original, and I'd seen one of the other ones. I think maybe it was like part three, maybe.
Mhm.
Um, and Friday '09 made Jason scary. Like the
Yeah.
when I saw that one, I was like, oh shit, this guy is.
3 made him scary for me. 3
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Uh,
So yeah,
so
'09 was what three was for you. Like
yeah,
it, dude. I watched '09. I was like, holy shit, dude, this guy is, yeah, he's a force, man. And a part of that was just Derek Mayer's performance and what he brought to that character. That
yeah,
was so frightening. Um, so yeah, that Friday remake, dude, it's just I love it, man.
yeah,
That,
bro.
but yeah, that's the only one I would take over Psycho because I second everything you were saying about Psycho. It's a phenomenal movie.
Dude, and that may be something I do soon on my channel too, because I feel like a lot of people have Psycho reference to them, but
Yeah,
not many people have really seen it for what it
right,
is.
right.
So maybe if maybe some point I'll do a Psycho watch party as well. I don't do a lot of watch parties anymore,
Yeah,
but I think that I need to get back into doing some of those because they really are fun to watch.
that'd be fun, dude. That
Yeah,
would be. I'd be down for that. All right, so next up we have Wrong Turn versus the OG Halloween. I'm not,
sorry, Jerry.
yes, Jerry. I'm sorry, buddy.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, versus Halloween. This Jerry is just a bad matchup, man. Just a bad matchup for Wrong Turn.
Yeah, poor Jerry.
I know.
He never gets to see his
He
baby on
never,
top, man.
never gets a break. We can't.
He
The guy
never
can't get a break, man. He just wants
you
to see Wrong Turn prevail.
one of these days we should
What if
do
one
a
of these
wrong
days?
turn bracket. And then that
Yeah.
way there's no way that Jerry doesn't come up on top for the wrong turn bracket. Hell,
That way you know Wrong Turn's gonna win.
I'll do it, man. I'll do a Jerry
Dude, just for
exclusive
Jerry.
wrong turn stream. I will go back
Oh,
and
that's
watch
funny.
2, 3, 4, and 5. I won't rewatch the remake, Jerry. I know really how much I don't like that movie. But the other one's buddy,
Oh,
and we'll do a wrong turn stream for
that's
sure.
funny. That's funny. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jerry. Halloween's. Yeah, I think three against one. That one's getting close. The next one we've got is Thanksgiving versus Scream. And this one is not very close for me.
No, it's not for me either.
I enjoy Thanksgiving. It's one of only two Eli Roth movies that I actually liked. But come on, I mean this is Scream. So Melissa's
Yeah.
going Thanksgiving. Wow,
Woo.
interesting.
Mm.
Over the OG Scream, Melissa.
I think that
Wow.
Thanksgiving was just another version of Scream. Like, in all honesty,
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
had fun watching it,
yeah,
but I just feel like it's just it's like when I was watching, I was halfway through, I was like, it's Scream, like this is
yeah,
Scream.
yeah. It's a more excessive version of Scream.
Yeah,
Like it didn't do anything that any of the other slash movies haven't already done. Like it wasn't innovative at all. It didn't give us anything we haven't seen.
yeah,
It was a fun slash movie. I'm not dogging it. I had a
yeah,
fun time with it. It was a good watch, but Scream, dude, that was innovative. That was, I mean, that saved the '90s horror, like slasher horror.
I did.
Um, it wasn't. I know I've heard some people say Scream was like the first good horror movie of the 90s, and I can't but disagree. That's a huge slap in the face of Silence of the Lambs, which is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. But as far as slashers, yes, it saved.
What year did Candyman come out?
Oh yeah, you had can't 92 was Candyman,
Right.
and then 91 was Silence of the Lambs. So yeah, you
So
had Silence and then Candyman.
maybe you like Scream more than Candyman, but to say that Scream was the only good slasher, it's a slap in the face to Candyman, because I
That's
think
true.
Candyman was a good slasher. Now,
That's
was it
true.
on the level of Scream? Maybe, maybe not, depending on what your what the fandom is. But don't dismiss Tony Todd like that, bro. Like Candyman came out, and it came hard, man. And that was
Yeah,
what 92.
Yeah, Tony Todd was phenomenal as Candyman
Yeah.
too. Um, yeah, can't that's a great call. Candyman was great. Um, and scary too. Like the first time you're watching it and you see those people saying his name in the
Yeah.
mirror, and then you're just like, you know, something's gonna happen, and then it does, and you're just like, oh shit,
It
man.
was very, very familiar to me when it came out, because as little kids, there was always a "Don't say Bloody Mary" in the mirror X amount of times.
Yeah,
Uh, and so when Candyman came out, I was like, "Oh, it's like Bloody Mary, only it's Candyman,"
right, right.
So yeah, that's cool.
Michael, I'm surprised at this, but we're actually gonna have to do a coin flip on this one
I
because Jerry's
saw it.
also going with Thanksgiving. Melissa says Candyman's scary, but it will never win against Halloween. Yeah, I agreed.
Well, yeah,
Candyman's a
agree.
great movie, but
Yeah.
if it ends up going against Halloween, I mean, you guys
True.
know how I feel about Halloween. I mean,
But
uh,
that's like saying, uh, who could I use as a good example of this? Like, just because Sugar Ray Leonard couldn't beat Mike Tyson doesn't mean Sugar Ray Leonard wasn't a
right,
good champion. You
right,
know what I
right,
mean? Like, Candyman
exactly,
is a good slasher movie. Will it ever be
exactly.
better than Halloween? No. Would it ever be
Yeah,
better than Nightmare? Probably not. Would it ever be better than Friday for me? No.
right.
But that does not take away from the fact that I think that Candyman was a damn good movie.
Yeah, I mean,
Different weight
y-
classes.
you could also look at it like in a sports context. Be like, is LeBron James a great basketball player? Absolutely. He's one of the best basketball players we've ever seen. Is he Michael Jordan? No. He's never going to be Michael Jordan. But
He won't.
that doesn't stop LeBron from being a phenomenal basketball player.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
he's top 5 for me all the time. All
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
He
Me
is. And
too.
I mean, I don't agree with everything that he does. I think La Flop was some bullshit,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you couldn't do that when Jordan's era,
Right.
dude. You went in the
Right.
paint, you were getting killed in the paint.
Right. Well, and Jordan wouldn't let his teammates do that. Like his competitiveness and mentality, like he even said in the last dance, like if you're playing with me, you're gonna go at my level.
Yeah.
Like I expect you to be where I'm at. But that, we unfortunately we live in like a culture, something that has to be either the best or the worst. And
You're
it's
right.
like, no, you can recognize someone's greatness without saying they're the greatest of all time.
The
Like Candyman's a great movie.
the thing is with that, man, is I think people they don't truly understand what the term GOAT means.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like he's the GOAT of this era. He's the GOAT. No, there's only
right,
one GOAT, bro, because the
right,
AT in GOAT stands for all time. There
right,
is not
right.
of this time, of that time. No,
Yeah,
AT is all time.
mhm,
You're gonna have to change the analogy if you want to talk about eras. Like,
right.
no, there's only one GOAT, bro. Like,
Yeah,
there's only one.
you can be greatest of this era,
Yeah.
but you're not the goat.
Or
You know,
greatest of that era.
right,
It really doesn't. There's only one greatest of all time. And like
right.
boxing for me, granted, he lost, but he was still the greatest of all time for me. He'll always
Yeah,
be Muhammad Ali.
yeah, yeah.
Even Mike Tyson was in his prime, was like, there's no way I would survive in the ring with Muhammad
Oh
Ali.
yeah,
I would work
Mike would
him
be the
up
first one to tell you.
so many rounds, and then he would
Yeah,
just put me down. He was
yeah,
so fast. He was pretty, man. He was, you know,
yeah.
and I don't mean to make this about sports, but there was a story I heard, dude, a while ago, where Muhammad Ali, when he was the champ, went to see this kid with a terminal illness, and he went to talk to him. And this shit always makes me feel a certain way. Muhammad Ali went and said to him, he said, "You're going to beat cancer, and I'm going to beat Joe Frazier." And that little kid said, this shit to me, man, I swear to God, every time the little kid said, "No, Muhammad, I'm going to meet God."
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell him that I know Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy that the kid knows that he's going to die and meet God and brag to God that I know Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? You gonna tell me that Floyd Mayweather could do that with a kid? You gonna tell me that Mike Tyson could do? No, dude. There's only one GOAT, and there'll only ever be one GOAT, and that's Muhammad, bro. Like 100%. And that shit always chokes me up when I tell that story because it's so unbelievable. It's so crazy. Like,
it's good, man.
The GOAT to me is not only the greatest, dude. The champ is the people's champ. You know, the people make the champ, dude. And Muhammad, he had a country behind him. He had multiple countries behind him. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
All right, I'm gonna coin flip this to see who takes it. Thanksgiving heads, Scream tails. I did not think I would have to flip a coin on this one, but here we go. We got heads. It's Thanksgiving. Taking down Scream, man.
Somewhere right now, Eric is about to crash his car.
Eric, I hope you're not listening while you're driving, buddy.
You ever watch Bill Burr do stand-up?
No.
So he was talking about how it's only a 3-inch difference from being a nobody to being on the cover of Time magazine. Like, you could be driving your car down the street like this.
Yeah.
He said 3 inches of moving your wheel and you're mowing over people on the sidewalk. It's like he's like, you're driving like this. He said 3-inch difference. You're driving like, oh, I wonder if I'm gonna get potato salad at this. It was a massacre. No intention of stopping. He was mowing people over. Oh, I wonder if Janet's gonna be there. I wonder if she's really nice. He had no intentions of stopping. He was honking. He wasn't even honking his horn as he was mowing people down. He's like, it's 3 inches of a steering wheel.
Sure, man.
Decide between, you know, you being just a normal guy and then on the cover of Time magazine. It's one of the most brutal killers of all time. It's true. Crazy.
That's true. Next up, we have Texas 03 versus Sleepaway Camp. I'll let you think on this a little bit, Michael. Because for me, this is pretty easy. And it's nothing against Sleepaway Camp. I like Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah.
But I've said it multiple times. Texas 03 is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. You're going to need something. I mean, you're going to need like a Halloween or a Jaws or something to take down Texas 03 for me. That one's way up there. So I'm going Texas 03 for me.
Yeah, I agree with you. You know, Sleepaway Camp was what it was. Felissa Rose is amazing. I love the fucking movie, dude. It's a blast, but it's a different level between Texas 03 and Sleepaway Camp for sure. So definitely going Texas 03.
Okay. Yeah, I think Sleepaway Camp definitely has one of those, like, the first time you watch it, one of the strongest, like, surprise endings and impacts of any horror movie.
Yes.
But then, like, after your first watch, when you know what's coming and you're just watching it as a movie, that's when I think it's going to lose to TCM. Because TCM I can watch multiple times and love it and have that intensity all the way through. I can't have that with Sleepaway Camp on multiple watches. You have that on your first watch, but then after that, it kind of loses a few steps for me.
You know, Sleepaway Camp 2 is my favorite out of all of them.
Really?
It's so quirky and it literally isn't afraid to make fun of itself. And it's one of my favorites. I absolutely love Sleepaway Camp 2.
Dude, I don't even know if I've seen Sleepaway Camp 2.
Oh, you got to. Felissa Rose doesn't come back. It's Bruce Springsteen's sister.
How many of the Sleepaway Camp movies have they made?
They made 3. They were working on a 4th one, and they released some bullshit. After that, there's only 3 movies to me.
Okay.
There's a couple little like people that try to capitalize on the name and shit, but
Gotcha.
this is her who plays
Okay. I feel like I've
Angela.
seen her somewhere.
Probably. I think that she is a like a news reporter now, or a writer. I think she's a writer now. But
Gotcha.
that's Bruce Springsteen's sister.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's gonna help your cause right there.
Yeah.
The boss is your brother. I mean, can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I need to see Sleepaway Camp 2. I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, it's a fun watch, dude. Like, you don't take it serious. It's definitely a fun watch.
Gotcha. All right, round 3. We got to start punching through some of these. Curse of Chucky versus Halloween 2018. I'll just go ahead and throw mine in because it's no contest. Halloween.
Oh yeah, me too, dude. Me too, for sure.
Let's see where the chat is headed. I'm willing to bet Melissa's going 2018. I'm interested to see where Jerry's going to go on this one.
I love 18, man. Like,
dude, I got an 18 mask in this closet behind me.
Hell yeah.
That I love. I don't know if I told you. I might have. I used to on Sunday nights before I was before I found your channel on Sunday nights. I would this is so stupid, but because I had time on my hand, like Sunday nights, I would wait for it to get dark, and then I would get in my Michael outfit, put the mask on, and drive through drive-throughs.
Oh,
just
shit.
scare the people at the window.
You should have filmed it, dude. You should have fucking been filming it. That would have been awesome.
Dude, I had this one girl at a McDonald's drive-through. I pull up. She takes one look at me, bro. She opens the window. She just goes, "Oh, hell no." And she turns around and walked. She did not come back, bro. She got her manager to come give me my meal. She wanted nothing to do with me, man. Oh, that was hilarious. I love that, man.
That is so good, man.
And I would never speak. Man. When I'm in character, bro, I'm full on method, man. When I'm in character, no, I ain't speaking. Oh man. So this is a clean sweep for Halloween 2018.
Oh yeah.
Next up is Friday Part 4 versus Jeepers Creepers. Or versus Jeepers Creepers. Michael, you're up first. Going with his boy Jason.
I'm going 4, brother. Don't get me
Mr.
wrong. I love the
Voorhees.
Creeper. I love Justin Long. I like what they did with this movie, man. Be Eating You. That was awesome. But
dude,
yeah,
I
man.
love Justin Long, man. Justin Long is awesome.
He is.
He's like one of those guys I would like to just kick it with for a day. Like just be like, yo, you want to go, you want to go grab a bite, just go hang somewhere, hang out somewhere, go for a few beers or whatever. Like he just seems like a cool dude to hang out with.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, so looks like all you guys are going Friday. I'm going to be the only one going with the Creeper on this one. But Friday Part 4 is moving on. So next up we have oh man. We're gonna have Friday 09 against OG Halloween.
Oh shit.
Yeah. This one's gonna hurt.
Shit.
This one's gonna hurt.
I still take Halloween over Friday 09.
I love Friday 09, man. I do. But bro, it's my boy.
Next
OG boy.
More.
I don't even want to look at the next one. I'm averting my eyes, man. This one though, Halloween, yeah. Dude, John Carpenter, Jamie Lee Curtis, Nick Castle, that score, bro. Nah, that Friday's 09 is good, but it's not Halloween 78 good. So I gotta go OG on that one.
Oh yeah.
It looks like it's gonna be a clean sweep. Or nothing. And let's see what this next one. Oh, oh, that's funny. I'm thinking it's actually gonna be a hard one for me.
Well, no, the result of this one paired with the result of the last one.
Oh yeah.
Because dude, this is Texas all day. Texas 03 for me over Thanksgiving.
I swear, if Jerry and Melissa vote Thanksgiving and force us to another coin flip, man, I'm jumping out a window and letting Michael take over this channel. I just need one of you to go TCM. So, because this one should be pretty obvious.
Hell yeah.
We should not have to go to the coin for this one. But let's see what they do. You never know with Melissa. Melissa's a wild card. There it is. Jerry coming through with a TCM. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. I knew I could count on Jerry. I knew I could count on Jerry to come through. And Melissa's probably going Thanksgiving, I would assume.
Oh yeah.
But either way, TCM taking it down. Bringing us to the semifinals. We're gonna have this one's gonna be a tough one for Michael. We got Halloween 2018. I'll go first, so you can have time to think about it. I will go Halloween 2018. This is my baby. This is my boy. I do like Friday Part 4. I really do. Solid movie. But Halloween 2018 is my second favorite and my favorite franchise. So and this is my favorite Michael Myers. So yeah, I'm going 2018. Melissa's going Halloween. So that's 2. Let's see what Jerry and Mr. Michael over here go with. Yeah, this is a tough one. Before you say your answer, I predict that Michael is going with Friday Part 4. That's my prediction. And Jerry has gone with Friday. So if Michael goes with Friday, we're going to have a coin flip.
Let's coin flip it. I'm going Friday 4.
Oh, man. He would. I'd do it. All right. So we'll go heads, Halloween, tails, Friday. Here we go. No cheating. Hands up. Tipping the coin. Moving it up so you can see.
All right. It was fair.
That's heads.
It was fair.
All right. So Halloween's moving on.
I think I had some palpitations.
That one did something to Michael. He had to.
Did it? Thanks, Jerry.
You might have to see a therapist now.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Oh, buddy, here we go. Halloween 78 versus TCM 03.
That's Halloween, bro. I can't even make it more than it is for me. Like, I like Texas, dude, but I mean, there are some movies that just knock it out for me, and Halloween's one of them. So that's where I'm going. Halloween OG.
Yep. And Melissa's going Halloween. That's 2 votes. I want to see where Jerry goes on this one.
Jerry might surprise you with this one.
Yeah, Jerry can,
Yeah, big
he can
Leatherface fan.
be. Yeah, he's watch. He's gonna throw in his wrong turn here. He's gonna wrong turn, coin flip.
It'd be the perfect times. Like, Jerry, you are the deciding factor. Wrong turn.
He's going Halloween. All right. Yeah, like I said earlier, TCM for TCM to go down, it would need to go up against a movie like Halloween. So going up now against Halloween should kind of tell you where my vote's going. I am going with my boy, ride or die, with Michael till the end of time. We're going Halloween, baby. I'm sorry, TCM03. I love you. I do. You know it. But this is my boy. This is my boy. All right. So, semifinal. Oh,
I already knew it was coming.
no.
Yeah.
No, this is the final. This is the final. Oh, buddy.
It is the final. Sooner or later, these two films were going
Had to collide.
Yeah. Yeah. Sooner or later.
Bro, this is the Foreman Ali bout right here, man. This is, this is Hulk Hogan versus
This is
Ric
Rumble in the
Flair.
Jungle, huh?
Yeah. Hogan versus Flair. I mean, this is,
Ooh.
Stone Cold versus The Rock. I mean, this is Jerry going with 2018.
Jerry going 18. I love it, brother.
Wow. Okay, let's see where we go. Where I think Melissa's gonna go OG. I'm not sure. She's a wild card. She's a wild one, that Melissa.
Wild card.
Dude, Halloween 2018 is a movie that I love to death and back. I could watch it any given time and be on board with it. It's got my favorite Michael Myers. It's got my favorite score. It's got awesome kills, great tone, atmosphere, great characters. Great ending, dude. I still go back and forth what my favorite Halloween ending is, and 2018 ending is right there in the conversation. That ending with Michael standing there looking up at the girls from the basement with just the fire all around him, and he's not moving, bro.
Nope.
He ain't budging. He is staring right back at him from hell. And it's like, dude, oh, that ending is so good, dude. I love that ending. But that being said, I've said this ad nauseum. I've annoyed the hell out of people saying this so many times, but yeah, Halloween 1978 is my favorite horror movie of all time. So you know where my vote's going, but we still need Melissa to vote, and we still need Mr. Michael to vote.
Yeah, this one's like I said, Halloween 18 is always on the heels of Halloween, but there is only one Halloween for me. A few months back, we ranked slasher. I guess it's probably been about a year at this point. When we ranked slashers, and that still hasn't changed. That the original Halloween 1978, out of the big three, is my favorite slasher movie of all time. It is, and that hasn't changed. It's still number one. But believe me, if there's anything right on the heels with it, it is Halloween 2018. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. So that still hasn't changed for me. Not to say that something might not change in the future at some point. Who knows? You know, we
Right.
always look at movies under, you know, a different lens each time we watch them. But for right now, still for me is the original Halloween 1978.
Yeah, buddy. And that's that does it. Halloween 78 coming out on top with the win, with the W, winning the Rumble in the Jungle, winning WrestleMania main event. Yeah, Halloween 78 coming out on top. But I'm glad that 2018 made a strong run. I like all the movies that were right there in the hunt. TCM 03, Friday had a couple ones that went really far.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that, man. That's a good bracket right there.
Yeah.
Melissa saying I couldn't pick. I love them both.
That's a
Yeah.
tough one, Melissa. I don't blame you for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I don't blame you either. And I mean, like Michael said, I mean, 2018 is right there on the heels, man. It really is. And there are parts of 2018 that I do like over the original. Like I said, it's got my favorite Michael Myers, James Jude Courtney. It's got my favorite score. Like it's got some of my favorite kills. It's got some things over the original, but as a whole, Halloween 78
You
is
know,
is gonna take it.
you know what the biggest difference is for me and why the original Halloween will always trump 18. There's one thing that's different. Loomis. There is no Loomis. There is no hype man
Yeah.
for Michael. You know,
Yeah.
Loomis brought another dimension to that movie. He brought that
Yes.
whole he's constantly painting that picture of what Michael is, the evil, you know what I
Yes.
mean? The blackest eyes, the devil's eyes, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Which I still think that John Carpenter may have lifted from Jaws. Still, if you remember, on the
Mhm.
Indianapolis,
Yep.
the shark has the
Yep.
blackest eyes, like a
Black
doll's
eyes, like a
eyes.
doll's
So
eyes.
good, dude. So good.
It comes
Um,
at you.
yeah,
Doesn't seem to be living
yeah,
until he
dude.
bites you.
So
Yeah.
fucking good.
Yeah,
So
dude.
fucking good.
So good.
But you know, Loomis to me is the deciding factor between the two. That's the only
Yep.
thing that really gets me. Because if you think of the Halloween 2018 score, dude, we're introduced to the Shape Hunts Allison. The first time
Yes.
we heard that song, what the
Yes,
fuck am
dude.
I listening to right now?
Dude. Oh, dude.
So
Yes.
good, dude. So
That-
fucking good. And
yes.
seeing that for the first time, the only bitching I have to do about that was that scene wasn't longer and we didn't have
Yes.
more of that music. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like that. Oh
Yeah.
my god, like
So good, man.
that would have just pulled it in even more. But so damn good.
Yeah.
Great bracket tonight, dude. A lot of
Yeah.
great movies put in here.
Yeah. I had fun with this one, man. This was fun. There are some close ones, man. Some that
Yeah,
man, I needed a minute to think about. So I
yeah,
like that. I like the ones where it makes me think. Like
yes,
I actually have to sit back and think, okay, which one would I take in this situation? So
yeah.
yeah, this was a good one, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
Um,
Hell yeah.
guys, don't forget, which I'm sure you guys will anyways, but don't forget to go over to Michael's channel later tonight and hit that like button. I think you guys are already subscribed anyways, but if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to Movies and Beyond, why haven't you?
Hell yeah,
Go
dude.
do that. Go do that. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Show Michael some love. Michael, it's great to have you on here, man. You know
Yeah,
you
dude.
always got an open invitation anytime.
Same for you, man.
Um,
Same for you.
always on. I love having you and love doing this with you, man.
Same for you, buddy. Anytime you want to be on, man, you're more than welcome. 100%.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, that is a wrap today. I am going to try to take a quick nap because Clayton is exhausted. And then I might grab a bite to eat. And then I'm going to be over at Movies and Beyond. Hope
Oh
to
yeah.
see you all there. And until next time, kick it and rock on. Peace.